Following instructions I'm going to give to you before we have a practice run.
Okay.
So, first you are going to set up your area, and then you are going to introduce yourself to the client. So saying your name, and we'll say a cool fact about yourself.
Okay.
And then you're going to find out what edible your client prefers so that you can give it to them as a reward after they've done their completed task. And then starting with the communication with the PECS system, you're just going to get the kid to point to pictures that you said. So I point to car, point to dog, point to whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to model each stage for you so that you have an understanding of how it goes.
Okay.
Okay, so the first stage is you're going to take your communication book with a bunch of different PECS in it, and you're going
that looks neat.
to just ask, point to the playground. So then you're going to let Sam have a 5 seconds to kind of think about it and look for it, and then he's going to point to it. And so if he doesn't point to it, then you are able to prompt him. So hand over hand and point to the playground.
Okay.
Then the next one is you're going to take your choice board and you are going to give him 3 choices. So we can go to school, we can go to the gym, or he can have the iPad.
Oh, I know what I'd pick.
So Sam is going to then, he's going to pick which place he would like to go, and yeah, that's it. So this just allows him to have a choice on what he wants to do.
Okay.
So you can do it with 3 different types of food, 3 different places, or 3 activities.
Okay.
And then the next stage is you want Sam being able to say, instead of pointing and saying that's where he wants to go, he has to pick it off and hand it to you.
Okay.
And then before we get to the I want strip that's on the front of your board, for this one you're going to ask Sam what he wants, and he has to go and flip through and pick it out himself. So he can go for the food section and pick out the food, and he just made you a sentence. I want pizza, please.
Okay.
And so for each of these stages...
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What happens if he says, I want pizza, please, and there is no pizza?
I have gathered some of the foods that are normally in his lunch. So these would be typical lunch food items you'd see in his lunch pail. And say if he wanted pizza, but you looked already in his lunch pail and saw that there wasn't pizza available, then you would remove it from his choice options.
So before he comes into school, or
Yeah.
before you open up his book?
Yep.
Okay.
So now, that is the little demonstration. Do you have any more questions? Or anything you're not?
What happens if he doesn't want to do this choice board?
So if he doesn't want any of the things that are on.
Well, he's putting those on, right?
Yeah.
What happens if he doesn't want to put any on the choice board? Like, what if nothing in here for that particular day suits him?
well, then you get to pick the choice.
Okay.
So from a lot of the time with choice board, we use it with our first and then board. So say it's first get dressed, and then you could have 3 choices, and then he gets to pick on what he gets to do after he's done the work.
Okay, so it could be going outside, or it could be
His iPad, or it could be a snack, or it could be Lego. There's Lego.
okay.
Or his beanbag chair.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we doing this as if he's at school or if he's at home?
So he's coming from a center, like he's been in ABA programming, and now he's transitioning into kindergarten.
Okay, so we're doing this as if he's already at school.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just teaching you how to interact with him at school.
Okay.
Okay. So now I am going to get you to be the trainer, and I will be the kid.
Okay.
And I have provided edibles as a reward. So
when do I give him the edible as the reward?
So we'll start at the first one where it's just touching. So if you told me to touch the picture of the library, and you give me between 3 to 5 seconds of think time, and if I do it either by myself or with hand over hand, I get one.
You get one. Okay.
And you don't always have to give them a reward, but once you get into the more like him doing, if he doesn't like doing, taking them off, if you're finding that he doesn't want to rip them off and give it to you, then you're going to have to do it hand over hand and give him that reward to say, nope, that's what I wanted, you did it correct.
Okay.
So that eventually you can wean out your hand.
Because I would think this
prompting.
hand over hand thing should just come naturally, where I'd be rewarding him if he actually pulled it off.
Mm-hmm. And that's what, in the end run, you want him to pull it off. But most kids who have autism just get into a routine of pointing to what they want. So then when you start asking for more complex skills, like some of them have fine motor problems, so them pulling it off is something they're not used to.
Okay, but if he's coming from the ABA program, he should already be able to...
Yes.
Okay, so he shouldn't really need a reward for pointing.
No, he shouldn't need one.
Okay.
But since you're new, he might try to test you a little bit.
So we're going to see how it goes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So the first step is you need to set up your area. So say we were sitting at the table, and
so you're Sam?
Yes, I'm going to be the little kid.
Okay.
And you're going to be the trainer.
Okay. So I've got the book.
Yeah.
I've got the choice board.
Mm-hmm.
Out of his way.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the first, then, and next, and the sentence structure. And since I don't know too much about him, I'm going to keep it over here.
And a lot of kids will carry this around with them.
Oh, okay.
Like it comes home, it goes to school.
So he knows this then?
Yeah.
So he's not going to do anything with it?
No.
Okay. So then I'll say, hi Sam, how are you this morning?
Good.
Good. Are you ready to have some fun with me?
I think so.
Okay. So this is your book that you brought from home. Okay, and let's see how well you know some of these items. Can you point to your house for me? Very good. Can you point to the gym for me?
So what would you do if I didn't point?
So Sam, since you're not used to the school, that's the gym. Okay, and let's try another one that is at school. Can you point to the library, which you haven't seen yet, but there's a library at school. Do you know what the library looks like? Very good. Okay. Is there a picture there that you would like me to tell you what it is if you're not used to it? Do you know what they all are? Can you point to one that maybe you don't know? Okay, that will be your classroom. That's where we're going to go. So see, there's the teacher. She probably doesn't look like that. And there's maybe you, and maybe there's another student sitting beside you. So how's that?
Good.
Okay. So now, if I remember, so he did that pretty good, so I wouldn't think I'd have to give him a reward for it.
No,
okay.
I wouldn't.
So now I think you wanted me to do the choice board?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to pick, so I don't know if I have a...
Okay.
So this is always your, so you would be the one that's putting the thing first. So say it's first, go outside, and then he gets to come in and he can pick his iPad or a toy. And then you could say after his iPad, after his outside time, you're going to the library, like this. So then once your outside time is done, you take this away and then put the activity here and then the library. So you're just kind of creating a visual for him of what to expect.
Okay.
And he, like, you don't have to tell him, oh, at 10 o'clock we're going to this. As long as he knows the picture and the sequence that we're going in, he should be able to follow that.
Okay. Okay, so Sam, we're going to go outside.
Oh, I have one.
Okay, and when...
Do you want to recess one instead? Or do you want to go outside?
Go outside.
Okay.
Okay, so once we're outside, I need you to pick 3 things that you would like to do while you're outside. Out of snack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then after we have snack, what would you like to play with? Would that work?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going outside for recess.
Yep.
Then we're going to, when he comes in, we're going to have snack.
Mm-hmm.
And then after snack, we're going to play. And from your book, Sam, show me what you would like to do during your playtime.
Okay, so ideally Sam should know how to flip his book. But if he didn't, then you would be flipping to the activity book and say, choose from this page.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So,
Okay, so you've chosen dinosaurs, Play-Doh, or the iPad.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to get dressed and we're going to go outside. Okay, so we're coming inside. So Sam's undressed. And then I show him this.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, Sam, it's now time for snack. So go sit down. I don't know if there's a...
And then if you really wanted, so say snack time, so I am retracking. So say you're at snack. So then you could get him, you could hold up his book and ask him what he wanted for snack. And he can give you what he wants for snack.
Okay. Or I could just give him his lunch pail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Give him his lunch pail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So then snack is over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now Sam, it's time to play. And you have your choice of the dinosaurs, the Play-Doh, or your iPad. Okay, so you want to play with the Play-Doh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can you ask me that in a sentence, Sam? So, I want something, please. So for playtime, you wanted Play-Doh. So, let's put the Play-Doh on the sticky. And you say, I want Play-Doh, please. Very good. Shall we go get your Play-Doh?
I wish I had Play-Doh here. So then you could give him.
Then I could give him a reward because he's followed his morning.
Yeah.
There you go, Sam.
questions on the when to use the choice board. So you can use the choice board for snack. He can pick 2 things. Like you can give him the option for snack, what he like. He might want to eat his candy first, so you have to say apple or banana first, type of thing. And your I want strip can go up here too. So then you can also do it this way where it's I want playtime, I want walk, or I want bathroom. You could also set it up this way, so then he can just get in the habit of picking it off.
So these would be his normal playtime, walk, bathroom.
Or like when he's upset, beanbag, walk, bathroom, or beanbag, walk, trampoline.
And then is there a PEC for work?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We haven't created those yet.
We'll have to get those yet. Okay,
Yeah.
so where do I go if I need more PECs?
So you can either, you can let us know and we can get more PECs for you, or you can, what I like, or what I recommend, is that you take a picture of the classroom, the library, the gym.
Okay.
So things that are familiar with him, so like this candy, or say it was like a toy that he always played with, I take a picture of the toy instead of finding a picture online, because he's more likely to recognize
No, it's toy.
the toy PEC rather than an animated one.
Okay.
So
So if they have a specific table, like a water table in the classroom or something, take a picture
water
of the water
table,
table.
sand table. Take a picture of your teachers. So take a picture of you and the teachers so that you can transition.
Okay.
So like first is, say you're going to the library, have a picture of the librarian too, so he can recognize the librarian with the library.
Okay, so like first we're walking to the library and we're going to pick a book and then see the librarian.
Or even just library. First library, then book, or however you want. And then
Then back to classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that way he kind of knows his schedule.
Okay. And are you shadowing me for a day or two when Sam arrives at school, or am I on my own on this?
It is up to you. I can be in the classroom with you, or you can see how it kind of goes the first day and I can come back.
To see whether I'm doing it right.
Or see how you're going.
Okay.
But since he's been in program with us for a while, he knows that he
may know more than I do.
Yes. So he's gonna, all the kids are gonna be able to help you teach. Like they're gonna help you. But we just wanted to give you the basics so that Monday when you're going into school, you know what to expect.
Okay. And is there a phone number when I'm in a panic that I can call you that's attached to this book someplace?
Yes, I can leave you my work
Good.
phone and cell phone.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that's all I have to do. I'll just pause it.